Hello guys, good morning. Oh, it looks like I've been crying. Yeah, well, I woke up very early in the morning, maybe at 6 a.m. Right now it's about 7. I didn't get a good night's sleep, but I was able to upload the 5-minute pitch to the Accelerator um, submission platform just on time, barely, because it took a lot of time. Well, my computers are not like very graphic capable. Both my Mac and my Windows, they don't have as much graphic power, so it took a long time to render and upload the video. But I was able to upload it on time, so I was quite happy. We have only 2 more days of the challenge. Um, a lot of the bugs have been polished out already. I'm positive about the outcome that we're gonna get. The application is probably not gonna be 100% ready. The MVP is not probably gonna have all the features that we were expecting it to, but we did add some other things that were important that we found out along the way. So I think it's kind of a trade-off that we decided to take. But in the end, I think we are gonna have a product that we can test and we can pre-sell to our clients, which is important. I think about getting next week after the product is done, just to start getting letters of intent that we can use as evidence of track record of traction for our Y Combinator application. And so, yeah, we're gonna just get this today's like very thorough with the rest of the development that we have left, and let's see how much we can get done. And this today is I'm very excited. It was a great challenge. It's almost done. I can't believe it has been already almost 30 days. And I'm very happy with the outcome that we got. I'm happy with all the other things, not only the development of the application, but also the opportunities that we managed to get into of the accelerators, new very interesting relationships that we've been developing along this way. It has been incredible growth in only 30 days, so I'm quite happy, and I think we can do so much more in the future as well. So I'm just gonna get back to work, get through all day. I'm not gonna rest maybe at all. We're gonna have some friends over in the afternoon. I hope it doesn't take a lot of time from us, but it's good to have a little bit of personal life as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to work, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, so it's been like 5 minutes since the last video, and I was already into my first problem. I wanted to show you guys how I think I just solved it. So let me just check. Clicking on the Add Worker screen, which is this one, there needs to be an alpaca in the screen in order for it to work. I was having the issue that it was not. I have the debugging session here. I'm sorry for the for the stupid names, but we were having the issue that at the moment of when we were adding workers, they weren't assigned the project that was selected on this drop down here. I have a function. I'm gonna show you here. What I do is just pass the variable of the drop down to a page state in order to get the reference assigned to the drop down, but I wasn't getting the result that I needed. The project wasn't being assigned to that worker. So what I did was just I added a couple of text fields. This is a very easy way to debug a problem. One of them shows the page state that I was selecting, that was updating through the drop down, and the other one was showing just what information the drop down was getting as an output. This was important because I didn't know what the problem is. I didn't know it was whether the data
sent by the dropdown was being read correctly by the page state, or if the page state wasn't updating correctly and giving me, the ID of the project that I needed. And in the debugging session, I just found out what the problem was. So at the beginning, I do get a selected project, and the drop-down value is empty, which is, expected. And when updating the project, I wasn't getting a project selected value, because I was doing on the query of the dropdown. Let's go here, because I do have a query here that tries to filter the dropdown to the project name, but I didn't remember that I configured the dropdown to the values to be mapped to an ID and just show the label of such project. So the dropdown actually already gives me a project ID, a project reference, which is being updated accordingly, according to the name of the project that I'm being selected. So I just need to pass down the output of the same dropdown. I think that's gonna solve the problem. If I'm gonna just try it out and tell you guys later. And if it doesn't, I'm just gonna continue debugging. Okay, I'm gonna keep working. See you guys later.
Hello guys, how's it going? So it's about almost 10 p.m. I had a little bit of rest during the day. I had to do, get groceries. I had lunch with my father, and then I came back home, and right now I'm working on publishing the application for the app stores. Something I wanted to talk to you about is about it's not necessary to have a completely finished product, at the market. And what we're trying to do is just the MVP as it is, as the progress we have so far. We need just to start getting it on devices, especially with real clients that are gonna give us feedback in order to polish the product, because we could still do a lot of work on it. We could still develop so many more modules, but the goal here is to get as quickly the feedback we need as possible, because there's a lot of things that we know about our clients that we've experienced with them since we are consultants for them, but there always is something you can still learn once a product is deployed on their companies, on their devices, and once they are using it. So it's much better to launch a product at 60-70% of quality, if that means getting feedback quickly. Of course, we're going to have like an alpha testing, beta testing, all these kind of things in order to get feedback. But the whole goal of this is just that the MVP as we have it, to publish it and start getting feedback from clients to polish the product better in regards to that feedback, not of what we think and not because of assumptions, sorry. Right now I'm working on that. There's a lot of polish that still needs to be done. I didn't know today was actually the last day. I thought tomorrow was the last day of the challenge, but today is the last day. So I think we're gonna still do tomorrow, an extra day just to complete all this polishing. See if we can just add a little bit, a couple of more modules that need to be added in order for the MVP to be, viable for our clients and useful for them in one day. But it's not very likely that we're gonna do that. But we're gonna try anyway. Just gonna finish up this weekend, and whatever we have done until this weekend, we're gonna publish into the app stores and just get feedback from real clients and at their sites. So that's what I wanted to share right now with you guys. I'm gonna get back to work, and I'll see you guys later.